Donald Trump's power grab over the midterm elections is intensifying in a key battleground state today. The Detroit News is reporting that Trump's Department of Justice has informed 3 cities in Michigan, all Democratic strongholds, that they will send election monitors in for next month's primaries. According to that report, quote, letters from the federal department about the plans have mentioned Detroit, Lansing, and East Lansing. They add that the letters, quote, marked an escalation of the Trump administration's bid to scrutinize voting in Michigan. Trump's Department of Justice has already sought a complete copy of Michigan's registered voter list and voting records from Wayne County, where Detroit is located. Michigan's Attorney General Dana Nessel shot back, saying this, quote, the courts have made clear time and time again that states run elections, not the federal government. We're back with Michael and Amanda, speaking of Bill Barr, this was one of the conspiracy theories that Bill Barr shot down and describes, I think, in that January 6th deposition as bullshit. The efforts to find farcical voter fraud in Michigan have been ongoing literally since 2020, and no one has found any, not even lots of Trump-friendly people. What do you think they're doing in the absence of actual fraud?
Well, I want to pay attention to this story because it is important to level set what is going on with this particular aspect. We know Donald Trump is trying to deceive voters with lies about the election, to disrupt the process, to deny results that he doesn't like. He's using all levers of power to do so. But when it comes to sending election monitors from the Department of Justice, I do want your viewers to know this is something that has been done under Republican and Democratic administrations for decades. They cannot do anything except for watch and observe. And I really like how the Michigan officials have been responding to this, because again, we know what Donald Trump wants to do, but we also know that he tries to bait people into having a reaction and making them appear guilty and saying, no monitors don't come here. So watch what Jocelyn Benson, actually on your air earlier today, is saying. She is spot on. She's saying federal observers are welcome to come here. This has happened many times before, but we also know that they're looking at Democratic strongholds. And we stand ready that if these observers disrupt the process, we will step in. I mean, this is just one of those really tricky things to go hair on fire, say, oh my gosh, what's happening? This does happen. We know what they're up to. And this is just all part of the things to cause chaos and make people scared. But the Michigan officials have kept this voting process secure, and they know what they're doing. Secretaries of state have been training for this exact scenario. If you do have Trump officials stepping over that line and disrupting the process, they know what to do. The law is clear, and they have tools.
Michael, your thoughts?
I'm not as sanguine or optimistic as Amanda, I'm afraid. She has stated the law and policy with 100% accuracy, but we have seen time and time again that this iteration of the Justice Department does not feel itself bound by law and policy. Todd Blanche himself, in an interview, misstated the law and said that there was nothing wrong with armed federal agents at polling places. That's either a lie or complete ignorance, because there is a very specific statute that, except in the case of armed invaders, there cannot be armed federal agents or military personnel at polling places. And if the Attorney General is willing to elude or obfuscate such a bright line rule as that one, what else are they willing to do? And it's worth noting, the organizations within the Justice Department that traditionally monitored the ethical behavior of its employees, whether the Office of Inspector General or the Office of Professional Responsibility, they've largely been gutted, and many of the vacancies have not been filled on purpose. So, the old question, who guards the guards themselves? In the case of the Justice Department, there's nobody.